All right, so now we're going to look at minor chords. And if you look at the cage sheet, there's 5 major chords, but we only got 3 minor chords on there. There's A minor. And if you know E major, the finger pattern over here is just same thing. I just move everything down one string. And since it's an A minor chord, I want my lowest note to be A. A major, kind of happy. A minor, a little bit darker sounding. Then we have E minor. This one's, if you remember E major, this one you just pick up your first finger from E major, and it gets happy, sad, E minor. And then we have a D minor. Saddest of all chords, as they say in Spinal Tap. Now, let's play a little bit around with, let's take a C chord and an A minor chord. I'm going to use these two. If you notice, I only have to move my third finger to get from C to A minor. And on both of these chords, the root note is on the 5th string. Let's try it again. Let's do G and E minor. Now, there's a couple different ways we could do this, and it's probably good to try it both ways. G, we could play this way, or we could play this way, or this way. But you know, this way and this way are kind of the main differences. E minor, we could play this way. We also play it with the first 2 fingers. It's an easy chord. You can do with almost any fingers you want. But the idea is I want to try to minimize the amount of movement my hand has to do. So if I start out with this G chord, I'm probably going to go to this E minor chord, because that way my middle finger doesn't have to move anywhere. Say I did this type of chord. Same exact notes, but now I'm just going to use different fingers. Now it's my index finger that's kind of the anchor point. And both of these ways of playing these chords are right. So either one, it doesn't really matter too much. It's sort of a personal preference, because they're going to sound exactly alike. Sometimes you're going to think about where you just came from. Like if I came from a certain chord, that's easier to go to here or here, or maybe afterwards I'm going to be going to something that might be easier or harder depending on which shape I choose. But other than that, they're going to sound pretty much identical. Alright, so the next video we're going to come back and look at some 7th chords.